Terri, how do you feel about your little girl getting married?
Oh, it's so special. And I just, every day when we talk about wedding planning, because you have to understand that, I don't know if you've watched Parks and Recreation, but Bindi is Leslie Knope.
Totally.
She is. So when we talk about wedding planning, she has all of her color-coded binders. That she
really?
hands out.
Yes.
Everything's,
Totally.
people are like, oh, do you argue about what the wedding's going to be like? I'm like, no, I just nod and smile. It's all laid out.
And she's got
exactly
it's
what
all
you
taken
want.
like
care
the
of.
leaflets and the pamphlets. Like there's a distinguishing, between leaflets and pamphlets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
We have
Binders.
weekly wedding
I-
meetings.
That's
through
amazing.
through it all, I always think about, what would Steve be doing, and while we're discussing the wedding planning and the details, I know he would just be crying because he was so soft on the inside and loves you and Robert so much, and would have loved you, Chandler, and he would have definitely cried at the wedding. He couldn't have given a speech. It would have been
Very
incredibly
emotional.
special.
Oh. Yeah, thank you.
Do you plan on honoring him at the wedding?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So I really wanted Dad to be a big part of the day, so I'm excited to be able to incorporate him throughout the ceremony and the reception, and I think it's going to be really special because I feel like his spirit lives on in us.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
it's going to be a celebration of family and friends, our wildlife, and I think that night, it'll be about our lives together and the joining of families. So it's going to be beautiful.
And I love how the spirit lives on in your show as well. Are you looking forward to calling this guy brother-in-law?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. I think. Well, it's probably. I think you guys are thinking about like early next year sort of time.
Yeah.
For it all to
2020.
Australia's due 2020.
So I think it's going to be exciting, to have the wedding at the zoo, and I'll be walking Bindi down the aisle. So.
Nice.
Yeah, it's going to be really special.
Yeah.
for
Robert
sure.
does have some interesting wedding suggestions though. So
Does
we've been
he?
wedding planning, and I think out of all of us, Robert's had the most input on our wedding.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's become Robert's special
It
day.
has actually.
Yeah, it's creative.
So-
input.
What would you like
Yeah.
to see go on at the wedding?
Oh, what wouldn't you like
Yeah,
to see
what
would be a
wouldn't
better
you like to
Tell
present?
see?
me in your dream.
All right. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking.
Oh my
A wedding
goodness.
needs to be memorable, doesn't it?
Yes.
So I'm thinking go big or go home. Even though it's going to be at our home. But anyway, just
Just go
big.
big
So,
at our home.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm thinking like choppers. You need to like rappel down the choppers. Like I'm thinking, I don't know.
It would be kind of fun.
Remember
That would be
Idris
fun.
Elba DJing? I thought that was another good
Yeah.
option.
Good, you just
no,
love
that's
I just
good.
love
Yeah.
Idris Elba, but
That works.
I think
Yeah.
there's some big things.
There's some
that
big
we have.
things. Yeah.
So far, it's a
So-
no on most of them. We'll see how we go.
Bindi doesn't have a flower girl yet.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey, there you go.
go.
You can fill in that spot.
It's 2019.
Flower girl
yeah,
from the
one
chopper.
can- It's fine, yeah.
You can be the flower girl and walk her down the aisle.
Exactly.
Yes,
At the same time.
Multitasking.
Just throwing petals.
Yes.
I mean, that's got to mean so much to you to walk your sister down the aisle too.
Oh, it absolutely does. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. And like when Bindi asked me to do that, I was so honoured and excited and nervous at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be awesome. I really can't wait. It's a pretty cool and exciting new chapter for Bindi and for the Irwin family. It's amazing.
Definitely. But what is the one piece of advice that you can give them as they embark on their marriage journey?
You have to share. Mum had the best advice
Yes.
of any person
That-
on the planet.
That's what I was going to share.
Oh,
actually.
Yeah.
shoot.
Mind
Wow.
meld.
Oh, cheer!
Yes.
Okay,
So-
you tell the story though, because it's amazing. It's the
But
best advice.
I thought it was kind of funny because when Steve and I got married, we got married in Oregon, and I'm moving to Australia and saying goodbye to everybody. So everybody came to my wedding. The couple that adopted an abandoned cat from me, my garbage man came. All of the ladies.
amazing. A
No,
dentist?
seriously. All of the ladies from the Women's Christian Temperance Union came. Like everybody.
It was the
an
organization her
eclectic
mother was
group.
in.
So,
Yeah.
Fantastic.
so my dentist and his wife came, and my dentist's wife said to me, my best wedding advice is keep a journal. And so I started keeping a journal, and no one writes in a journal every day. So it might be every week or two I kind of summarize what's going on in my life, but I've been keeping a journal now for 27 years. And it's great advice because you can look back on things and something that was really driving you crazy, you go, that was stupid.
Yeah,
So you look
totally.
ahead in life and realize, don't sweat the little stuff. There's a few things that's worth, standing up for and negotiating for, but basically, you know, you keep track of your life and your ups and your downs, and you start realizing what's truly important. So, you know, a particular hairstyle or a burnt dinner or something is no big deal.
Yeah.
The hairstyle
the
with
mullet
the mullet
thing,
was
that
a
had to
real
go.
big
That had to go.
Yes.
I tried really hard not to just journal. Oh God, he still has that same hair.
I would have
But,
just cut it off.
Yeah,
something.
he would have lost his strength.
Oh my God.
That's right.
Yeah.
But it is true. It's nice to write things down
It
and get
is.
perspective.
Yeah,
and
it is.
Steve was
Totally.
one of the rare people that you meet who actually live life to the fullest every day. Every day. It was exhausting. And there's no word for the opposite of a procrastinator in the English language. But that's what he was. It's just as annoying. But it was inspiring. And I'd say that. Live every day to the fullest, but really, really do enjoy the moment where you are and keep a journal.
Yeah.
It's really special.
And go to the dentist.
And
And go to the
Go to the
dentist.
dentist.
Yeah, keep in touch with your dentist.
Yes.
Should invite the
And eat
dentist
your
to my
best
Invite
wedding.
the dentist.